Welcome to the Notary Educators with Kimmi Podcast. Hosts Kimmi and Jeff Nunnally, along with Alexis Franklin, share expert insights to help you launch and grow a successful mobile notary business no matter what state you are commissioned in. Learn how to become a top-notch loan signing agent and get answers to common notary questions. Explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training library, plus live weekly online coaching sessions with courses on general notary work, wedding efficient services, remote online notary, ink fingerprinting, apostille, translation services, and I-9 completion. Notary Educators, LLC is your one-stop shop for notary training. Tune in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast and subscribe to the Notary Educators with Kimmi's YouTube channel also for more tips. Take your notary business to new heights.
Actually, it's Notary Educators with Kimmi. It's been a minute since I said that. Hey, but it was Notary Life Forever, right? Notary Educators with Kimmi. Welcome, welcome. Yes, we started that last year. So we're already in first quarter of this year. So sometimes you got to make changes. Oh, don't kill me, y'all. All right. Anyway, it is what it is. I try to cut that out. That's YouTube telling me I'm live. Anyway, welcome. How are you guys doing today? I just finished my appointments for today. Hopefully, I'm still open. I gotta change my voicemail back too. I was off a few days. Hey guys, welcome. So, I always got a story. Today was a crazy day for me. I'm still just trying to unwind. So sometimes this can be therapeutic for me. Melissa, hey there. Hugs and kisses back to you. How you doing, girl? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Yeah, so that's why I got on my work gear today. Sometimes I wear, sometimes I don't. Today I ain't feel like looking for nothing, so I just said, let me put on my actual, what I call uniform for my notary business. So I'm gonna tell y'all a couple stories right quick. Today was a little crazy. Like I said, it was a little hectic. And thanks for the likes already. You guys are the bomb.com. Yeah, so starting out, I was late to an appointment. You guys know I'm never late. Okay? I'm never late. Can we say never 2 more times? Never. But I was late because I was on Central Time last week. I was on vacation and I was on Central Time and my calendar updated to Central Time without me even. Hey, Lady Leo, what's up? Welcome. Without me telling it to do so, it updated to Central Time. So I was late to an appointment today. So the client reaches out to me. The appointment was really for 11. And it was funny because I thought I had it 11 o'clock today, but when I looked at my calendar, it said noon. So I was like, okay, cool. So she's texting me around 11:20 and she says, I'm here. I said, oh no. I said, well, she's super early. Okay, fine. That's great. And then I looked at it again and I said, oh my God, this is one of those appointments that the phone automatically changed to Central, and I did not tell it to do that. So the client was on time. I was late. So I told her I'd be there. My ETA was another 45 minutes because I had just left the house. So, okay, so I'm already late. I'm frustrated about that. Don't like to be late. I could hear her in the background talking to her husband, telling her I'm going to be late. And I was like, okay, great. Whatever. So I apologize. And then I get to the appointment and she was missing a document that was one of the, so sometimes when you have signings, for those of you who may be brand new or just starting out, you may have a package and within the documents, it will tell you, hey, you need to collect ABC document. Hey, Tequila, what's up? It may say you need to collect ABC document, but the client did not have said document. So I told her I need to get it from her. She's like, oh no, I left it at home. I thought I had already sent in everything I needed, et cetera. So anyway, I said, well, let me reach out to the signing company. So I reached out to them and they was like, no go. She needs the original document. So, and it's up to them to make that decision. It's up to them. I can't say, well, she already sent it to y'all. Can't you just use that? No, they're paying me to go out there and collect this document. That's why sometimes when I have students and you guys are telling me something like, well, Miss Kimmi, they said, who is they? Who's paying you? We always go back to who's cutting the check. Okay. And the signing companies are the ones cutting the check. They the ones get to tell you what to do, what they need for that particular signing. So it happened to me today. So anyway, they was like, no, she cannot complete the signing if she doesn't have what she needed, this other piece of document. Okay. So I let the client know that, and then me and her trying to organize how to get the second document, or get the original copy of it rather. So she kind of bugging with her husband and tell him, well, she was late. But like Jeffrey said, me being late or on time didn't change the fact that you didn't have the document. And at that point now I'm kind of getting a little ticked off because I apologized. It was over, and I'm trying to work with you to get the additional document that you needed. I said, hey, I can meet you here. I got appointments in your area tomorrow, or you can meet me later on today. Whatever it is, I'm trying to make it happen. But as they're kind of, him and her, the husband and wife, kind of trying to double team me, like, well, that 40 minutes, y'all know who they were. Okay. Yes, right, Lady Leo. It wouldn't have made a difference either anyway, though, because again, they didn't have the document. It didn't matter if I got there early or late. But what should have happened, let me tell you what did happen, and I'll tell you what should have happened. So the final conclusion was I was going to meet them 30 minutes from my house later on today and get the document, because they lived an hour from the appointment. And it was kind of far from them, but that's not my problem. I still need this document. So anyway, I said, I'll come and meet y'all. So he gave me several options. He wanted me to wait at the appointment we were at for an hour while he go home. I was willing to do that. I'm going to come back to that point. But then it worked out. He was like, nah, can you do this? So he kept asking me different things can I do? And I'm like, I can't do that, but I can do this. So then finally they realized, well, she's not going to budge. It's up to her, whatever she going to do. And the wife's kind of sounding like that. So I was like, at this point, she is correct, because I gave you a couple options. You didn't do that. So what ended up happening, they said, well, let's make the appointment for tomorrow. We can meet and you can get the document. You can give me what the check. I had a check for her. And you can give me what you're supposed to give me tomorrow, because I was already going to be out that way. Right? But they wanted an appointment at 8 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't do it at 8 because that made me and Jeff got to leave super early. Ain't their problem, but it's my problem. So now your problem is my problem. So we ended up saying we'll meet at 3:30. Okay, cool. That's what is going to happen. So I reached out to the signing company. Hey, the destination has changed. I'm requesting more money because this is another appointment. And she hasn't responded back to me. So I might call her when I get off this live, because we have a pretty good working relationship, and just say, I wanted to make sure you got my emails. I wanted to make sure, it's okay that I meet her at this other location. Now, I haven't told them that I was late today, and if the client doesn't mention it, whatever. And I'm not even worried about if they do or if they don't, because I'm never late. I've been working with this company for 2 years. That's why your track record will speak for itself. Okay. I've been working with them for 2 years. So if she gets upset because I was late one time, whatever, well, she won't. But, they might make us think of it because now she didn't have her document. And it became a whole situation. It wasn't just about me being late. Now it's about I'm late and they ain't got what they need. So what should have happened, though, the time that the husband was still standing there talking to me, he lived an hour away, 30 minutes there, 30 back. He should have immediately, the moment they realized that they didn't have the document, immediately said, hey, can you wait an extra 30 minutes or 45 minutes or even an hour, because I was late, right? And I was willing to do that. Go get it and come back. So they wanted him and her take their time, and then put the pressure back on me. No, this is your document. So Jeff came over to me and he and I talked privately. So he was like, well, Kim, what's going on? What is it that you want to do? I said, they didn't kind of made me mad because I was being a little petty, because they were talking about, well, she's 40 minutes late. But again, my 40 minutes late had nothing to do with you and your document. So that was one situation. So what I want to point, so I always like to leave a point or a gem with you from a story, because this is real life out here in these streets. When I made the appointment with the client, I let her know what documents she did need to bring. Who is that? Hey, Sheila. What's up, Sheila? I let her know what documents. I should have let my notary community know I was live. I should have let her know. I forget every time. If somebody here from the group, can y'all tell them I'm live on YouTube? And you got to make sure you say live on YouTube. Kimmi's YouTube channel, which is Notary Educators with Kimmi. If you can, no worries. Okay, if somebody's watching. So anyway, I always forget to tell them, because sometimes they want to just come and hear the stories of the day. Because I have a story every day. So when you're doing your confirmation call, though, remind the client of what documents are required to complete the signing. 1. Number 2 is, in my text message, because I always send them a text message or email confirmation. In the future, I'm going to make sure I include that exact verbiage. If you do not have the whatever said document, the signing cannot happen. Okay, so basically don't even come. And so I'm gonna start including that. So that's the gem and takeaway for you today. Two things: confirm it at the appointment on the phone call whenever you make it. The initial confirmation, what documents are required, and then the second piece of that is to put it in written form. That way, because she knew she needed it. She said it. She said, "Well, you did tell me that, but I just figured because I had already sent it over." Well, if I told you that, why would you figure anything? I said, "Ma'am, you need ABC document." Okay. So that was one appointment. Okay, cool. Um, oh, I had three stories for y'all. I had three. Okay, I gotta think about it. Oh, I'm gonna tell you about mentorship, and I'm gonna tell you about this other one right quick. So for those of you who don't know, we do have a mentorship program, Notary Educators Business Success Program. There are two entry points where you can learn all these little tips like I'm sharing today. We meet every single week live workshops. You have two entry points, either $27 or $47 entry point. Gives you access to your core courses with the $27 plan, or all the trainings, all inclusive 47. Hey, I'm outside, so my neighbors. Whichever option you choose. And we have a 7-day a week community, literally 7 days, all day long. Something popping off in that community. It's good stuff though. A lot of times it is just information. People have signings that they need help with, so we even help you with that. So yeah, so check out the community, notaryeducators.com. If you're interested in just single courses, because you might say, well, hey Kimmy, I just want to buy Notarize Like a Pro, or I just want to get this, or I just want to get that. You can buy individual courses. I'm gonna give you a coupon code of let's do WIN2025. WIN2025, and that's going to get you 60% off any course you want. That is not off the mentorship program because that is already reasonably priced. Okay, so any course you want, any single course, coupon code WIN2025, and that's at notaryeducators.com. Okay, everything. The links in the description box all work. Shout out to those who let me know they did not work last week. I think it was, yeah, last week. Several people were trying to sign up for mentorship and the links were not working. And that was I changed my website a little bit. I had two and I combined it to one. And that's when I guess the link stopped working and I just wasn't aware of it. So it's hard when you're making changes. And this is another gem too for you and your business. As you're making changes and growing and different things like that, you may have to double back and make sure all of your links work, because that was costing me money. My links not working. Now I'm the kind of person, if I was really interested in something, I'm going to probably Google them and try to find it. But most people want everything done the easy way, and I don't blame you. You're spending your money. You should be able to click the link and buy the course, or click the link and join mentorship. So I thank you guys. When something doesn't work, you let me know. Okay, locked and loved by him. I love it. Hey, welcome. How are you? Welcome, welcome. All right. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them. So I gave you a coupon code. You can join the mentorship program right now as we're speaking. You can join and start watching your courses immediately. We meet every single Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live, you can always watch the replays, and you actually have access to all the previous replays. So you can start right now. So go ahead and click the join button and pick which option works best for you. Hey, Akia. That's why I always say everybody got 3 or 4 different names. Hey, Akia, do me a favor, please, in the mentorship program. And thank you for being a part of it. Can you put that I'm live here on Notary Educators with Kimmi YouTube channel? Can you type that in there for me, if you could? And I had one more story I was going to tell about a client that happened yesterday. Let me let Akia do that if she can. Thank you. Okay, she's not doing it. Thank you, Akia. That way they might want to hear this story right quick. So this is something that happened to me yesterday. Again, we meet live every Monday, but sometimes when I go live during the week, and I often forget to let the group know, because the stories are interesting. If you got time to listen to it, come on through. So anyway, sun's starting to pop out here a little bit. So yesterday I get a phone call from this guy, and he said, I didn't like him from the beginning. You know how you ever talk to somebody on the phone and it's already like, what you want? what you selling, who you be, what's up. And I did not like his vibe. I just didn't. So anyway, he's like, hey, I got this client, and he gave me the address or whatever. And literally the client was only 1 or 2 miles away. I was like, okay, this is sounding good. He says one signature. Okay, sounding great. All right, 10 pages. Okay, but still one signature. Hey, Martha, thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. So it still was sounding good, close to home. Not a lot of documents. Didn't need to be shipped back to UPS or anything. So I quoted him a price, and it was kind of out there because, again, I just wasn't feeling him. So sometimes if I'm not, I'll quote a little bit higher just because I'm like, I don't know. Let's see what you about. So sure enough, he was like, well, do you think you can do it for me a little bit cheaper? I said, well, if it's exactly as you stated, I said it's one notarization, 10 pages. It does not have to be delivered back to UPS or FedEx. I will do it for X amount of dollars. No sooner than I could finish the last number, he goes, oh, do you think you could take some photos for me too? I stopped just like that on the phone. I said, well, if you need photos, it will be the original price of ... Yeah, who you think you're playing with? No, and no. And that's why I knew he was up to something when he first called. I could just feel it. So he didn't book the appointment with me. Hey, guys, welcome, everybody. Y'all coming through on a Tuesday afternoon. What's up? Yeah, so, I was like, if he doesn't want to pay that, it's fine. It's fine. Because I wasn't going to go and do it for that price. And then he started adding, can I do photos? And the next thing was going to be, oh, you think you can go ahead and drop that off for me? No. So I didn't like his vibe, and I was correct because he didn't call back. So if he found somebody else to do it, I'm happy for them. Now he got an idea. And did I overprice it a little bit? Yeah. It's relative because I knew he was going to be asking for something else. You could just tell. Now the sun come, the sun go. Now I'm a little cold. So I'm going to stay out here a few more minutes with y'all though. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments here, and I'll go ahead and answer them for you. So again, our mentorship program, though, our people are doing amazing. We met last night. We have somebody that just completed 200 signings. Shout out Bernice. Let's go. She completed 200. When people say there are no signings out there, they're mistaken. They either don't know how to get to signings, they don't know how to do the work to keep the signings, but there are signings out there, okay? And she is walking, living proof of that. So again, shout out to Notary Educators mentorship program and our people. They are doing amazing. They don't like to be on the camera, but it's all good. I can share what I share when I do share, okay? Oh, I had one more for y'all. So we had a new person. He just joined last night. I asked his permission to tell this story. So because he listens to my podcast, I'm not going to say his name. We're going to say his name is Stuart. Okay. So his name is not Stuart, but we're going to say it's Stuart because some people do listen to the podcast and sometimes I'm talking about them, but most of the times I got my own stories. I don't have to use you. I got enough stuff that happened in these notary streets. So anyway, this particular person, he just joined yesterday and he told me that he started doing signings already, but guess how he was trying to get help for some of his signings, y'all? Guess how he was trying to get help? Guess how he was trying to get help for some of his signings? Guess. How was he trying to get help? Can somebody tell me how was he trying to get help? If you wasn't on the live, now if you was on the live last night, don't answer. But for those that were not on the live, how was he trying to get help for his signings? How was he trying to get help? Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all because nobody's biting. Y'all might be working. He was using ChatGPT. So it's something he didn't understand. He went to ChatGPT and put it in there to get clarification on the notary block. Yes. I told him already up front. I said, now I gotta share this story on my YouTube channel because he listens to the podcast. I said, I gotta share this story. He was like, it's okay. So yes, he was using ChatGPT. We do not receive our training guides from ChatGPT, okay? Lady Leo was like, what? No, we do not, okay? I don't mind you going to chat, try to find a business name, maybe get a little input, because you guys know I have a whole nother channel that I do teach people how to use ChatGPT for just about everything. That channel is called Creators Club with Kimmi. if you're not a member. I have 3 YouTube channels actually. So I got this one. I got one where I teach people how to do content, and I teach people how to do social media and digital products. That's Creators Club with Kimmi, all K's if you want to join. And then the other one is Healthy Life with Kimmi, where I document. We do cooking segments now, Jeffrey and I. We're doing cooking shows. So we just all about that digital world, you know. I stamp papers. That's my main bread and butter. But your girl is all about trying to walk in that digital space. So we actually started doing a lot of cooking segments, and they're going crazy. People actually love our cooking segments. And I say that to you to say this. You also need something else, be it notary, be it cutting grass, baking cookies, baking cakes. You need a second form of something or another income wise. Okay, right now the people at TSA, once again, are not getting paid. No fault of their own. They're not getting paid. They're working, but they're not getting paid. They just missed the first paycheck. And it's not fair. It's not right. It is what it is. But in addition to that, at this point, and I'm so glad, because most of my life, well, don't forget, my husband worked too. So he's worked, I always had a job, but we've never not had a job. We've never had to experience that. We've experienced a lot of stuff, but we never experienced not having him have a job and, you know, laid off or something like that. Now, it used to happen for my dad all the time because he worked at the plant. But I can only imagine that's a frightening scene. And even being a full-time entrepreneur is frightening at times when it comes to the money. You know, because things happen and you don't get the same money you thought you were going to get, or you got to get out there and hustle even when you're sick. I mean, it's not all gold. It's not. I wouldn't have it any other way, but it's not all like, yeah, I'm self-employed, because I have sleepless nights. Not really, but I have nights when I'm up thinking about stuff. I'm like, oh, maybe we should do this. Maybe we should do that. Da-da-da, da-da-da, whatever. But anyway, TSA, back to them really quick. So they're not receiving a paycheck, but what if they had their notary stamp, you know, and they could still be making some money on the side? Even for you, what are you doing on the side? Don't let your one income, they said if you got one income right now and you don't have something else on the side, you are one paycheck away from poverty. Yep, you are one paycheck away from poverty. So my point is, have something else that you own, that's yours, okay? Have something else that you own that's yours, okay? They can't take your business away from you. They can't take your commission away from you. You own that. Even if your job got it for you, you know, you do it, you're a notary at work, what we call a work notary, you still own the commission. It's in your name. You get to go make money with it. So if you're really ready to learn how to make money, how to grow your business, check out notaryeducators.com. We got you. I did a whole rebranding last month, and I just love everything we did. It's so funny how one thing turns into another. So my VA, because I do have one, she's a family friend. She's my VA. She created something for me, and I just liked it. And I was like, can you make me a logo? And whatever she did, I ended up really liking it. So for me, it's way different. The website is completely different, y'all. Y'all know I like bright colors. I'm like, booyah in your face. And we changed it to like navy blue, gold, and yellow are our colors now. And I just love it. It looks so rich and so elegant. And you may have to make some branding, you know, decisions. I've seen some of our people with stuff, and I'm like, I don't go off on everybody and what they pick for their business. If they ask me, I'll tell them. If they don't ask me, it's not my right to say, you know what, I would do that a little bit differently. Because I'm looking at it as a client, as an instructor, as a coach. And you're looking at it with your heart, you know, tugging at those heartstrings. So I've seen some logos and stuff. I'm like, if you asked me, I would tell you to do that differently. You know, so anyway, in my case, it was bright yellow, and I love yellow. And Jeffrey, even our house at one time, the inside rooms were yellow. And when we went to like just a neutral cream, he was like, oh, it just was calming for him. So anyway, we changed the website up, and now it's darker colors, and it's been like that since February, and I just love it. So we got a new logo. It's nice, and we were talking about that last night, how some of our people now are getting their logos, and They're getting all their stuff ready for this quarter. Some people are they're at different levels. Some people are working on their Google pages. So you're in the right room when you join the Notary Educators mentorship program to get the help that you need. As a matter of fact, one young lady, she was talking about, and these are some goals that you could be setting for yourself too. So I am dropping gems as I talk. If you listening, pick it up, 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 pack it in, pack it in, pack it in. Okay, now I'm showing my age. Anyway, um, so she was talking about she needs some professional photos, and she's in a state right now where the snow is out of control. Okay, she's up north. But we were like, no, you don't need to go out the house and take some photos. She said, I'm waiting on the weather to break before I can go take some photos from my website and my Google page. What? No, 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 no. You can use Chat GPT. So we showed her, and there were two people in the group, shout out Pam and Shakira, that they use Chat GPT on the recommendation of one of our other students the week before. I can't think of her name, so forgive me, but you know who you are if you're watching. On the recommendation of her, so they took a regular picture that they had, and then in chat you prompted. I'm gonna give you a couple prompts right now. You can prompt it and say, hey, take this picture, put me in a black suit. I'm a notary. I am mobile. Give me a couple pictures of me with clients at the bank or clients outside my vehicle, or however you want to word it. Those are the more gems. I hope you're taking notes. Anyway, this is what my people did in the community. Their pictures were beautiful. So you don't have to wait till the snow melts in order to get your business growing. That's what the community does for you guys. If you're not in community, you sitting around trying to grow your business by yourself, banging your head against the wall, like Jeff like to say, just bang, 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 and ain't nothing happening. No, you got to get in the right room. You got to get with the people. You got to get where the knowledge and the gems are being dropped every day, every week, live, all day, 7 days a week. So we were able to help her to say and to realize, you know what, I ain't got to wait till the summertime to take my pictures and get my business going. No, I'm going to use Chat GPT, take a picture I already have, and have it create me some photos. Now, when the weather breaks, yeah, she can go outside and take some pictures. Yeah, she can have her family member take some for her. But we ain't waiting to grow our business to the springtime. Okay? That's not what we doing over here. So you guys don't know how we roll, but Notary Educators, we roll a little bit different. We all about actual, factual, actionable steps, okay? Actionable steps. What can I do right now? And that's what our whole meeting yesterday was about. Again, if you missed it clearly because if you wasn't there, but you can go back and catch the replay. But our March motivational. March is all about motivation. March is all about motivation. Shout out to Michael in our program because he's big on motivation. And he's encouraging me to bring that to the team more motivation. And I thought about it. A lot of us don't have anybody to motivate us. I'm a self-starter. I'm a self-motivator. I don't need nobody to tell me, Kimmy, you could do it. I already know. Your girl is that person. Now, I do like commendation, so don't get it twisted. I like when my husband tells me I do something well. My mother was my number one cheerleader, constantly giving me commendation. So I'm accustomed to that. I miss that so much with her. I miss that so much. You know, they talk about 5 love languages. And my language is commendation. I mean, you did a great job. That's what, you know, really does it for me. I love when people recognize what I've done and my accomplishments, what I'm doing. Somebody else, you know, one of the love languages is gifts of service or touch or whatever. So everybody got something different. My neighbor music is so loud. He's from up north. That's what we used to do. Open the garage and play our music while we doing our cars or whatever. He does it kind of often. I don't complain because I know where he's from and what he's doing. But some of these other people might be like, look. So anyway, all of that to say, get over in the community. Check it out. Stay a couple months. Most people stay way longer. I do get that question a lot. How long do I have to stay in the community? There's no obligation. You come and go when you want to. Tequila, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. Are you a notary, Tequila? He playing wobble. I hope y'all can't hear it. I don't think y'all can. I don't want to sing it because I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. Give you a copyright strike. All right, dude. We are not answering those kind of questions, okay? It's not your business who I voted for. I don't think I need to tell you that, okay? You're in North Carolina? Okay. Cool. I know. Thank you, Martha. And I did just finish walking out back too. I had a productive few minutes when I got home. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Cool. Because I was like, we don't do that over here. We don't do anything like that. I'll block you and delete you really quick. We're going to be for positivity. And not that that ain't positive, but we ain't doing voting. We don't do religion. We ain't doing none of that. Okay? Not that I'm not religious, but I'm not going to ask you yours. You ain't going to ask me mine. Hey, have a good day. The kids are coming home from school. I saw that little boy grow up. He's working. He need to go a little slower at that bus stop, though. Anyway, so what other questions we had? Girl, can you hear the music? Tell me if you can hear it. I hope you can't hear Lady Leo. Back it up. I'm acting crazy, y'all, because I did get my walk on. So that what you call that, endorphins is going. Martha says positive vibes. Yeah, Martha, that's all we doing over here. I'm telling y'all, I'll delete somebody in a minute. All right, what other questions y'all got? Anything else before I get out of here? These kids looking like, what's wrong with that old lady? No, tell me you cannot hear it. Martha, is it loud? Because I might have to delete this. Martha, tell me, is it real loud? I cannot clearly, but I can. Okay, good, as long as it's not clear, because I'm like, YouTube do not play, y'all. They will block your stuff in a minute. Hey, kitties. I hope y'all had a good day in school. Okay. Sometimes kids ain't had nobody say hi to them, y'all. So I always try to say hi to them if I'm out here. My mother was big on that, too. Oh, good. Locked-in love, so she don't hear. Okay. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, it sounds good, though. He is lighting up this neighborhood. If this was at night, I might be having a fit, but right now I'm kind of like the sun shining. Take me back to Detroit. Let's go. All right, y'all. All right, any more questions? Any more questions? Not too loud. Okay. Thank you, girl. I just don't want YouTube to hear it, like I said, because I have to delete this part, All right, any more questions? What's going on? Nothing else? If nothing else, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go eat my cantaloupe. Now, I'm finished doing my walking. I'm going to go eat some cantaloupe and some hot Cheetos. But they're special. If you're in Detroit, They're called Vintners. There's a lady down there with her dog. Y'all know me and dogs. I think he on the chain now. Yeah, he on the chain. He's on the chain, y'all. I'm even working up a little sweat. Look at that. Hey, Britt. Yeah, I am. They over here. I'm telling you, my neighbor got this music on. Hey, we got so many people that just joined us. Let me answer y'all questions if y'all have any. If not, go back and watch the beginning of this video because it was on fire. If I gotta say so myself. Yeah, because I always got a story, y'all. When you work in these notary streets, like for real, like I work in these streets, I always got a story. I'm telling you, I can't stop while he out there with that music, y'all. All right, no questions? Okay, I'm about to go, y'all, for real. Okay, I will see y'all tomorrow sometime. I know it is, Martha. I hope I'm done working for the day. I was telling everybody earlier about my job, so if you missed it, go back and catch it. Yeah, I think I'm done for the day. I mean, technically, like I said, I'm still open till 8 at night, but I ain't planning on doing too much more. I'll have them come to me, because usually around 5 I'll be like, no more mobile service anyway. Yeah, she got a cute little dog. Hello. Good, how are you? All right, well guys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go in here and, like I said, eat my Cheetos, eat me some cantaloupe, and I got something to do. I got some cleanup to do actually on my within the community. I got some cleanup and emails to answer and stuff. All right, guys. Well, I'm out of here on behalf of Notary Educators with Kimmi. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for jamming with me. All things notary, notaryeducators.com. Okay. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your day too, wherever you may be. Okay. Bye, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast. We hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring as you build your notary business. Don't forget to explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training notary library for more resources to expand your skills and services. Stay connected with us on YouTube at Notary Educators with Kimmi for even more tips, tricks, and industry insights. Be sure to subscribe and share this podcast with others who want to succeed in the notary field. Until next time, keep growing and learning, and take your notary business to the next level. See you soon! Don't forget, for all things notary related, visit notaryeducatorsllc.com.